This is a video that I wanted to do for weeks, but because I'm me, things take a long time. And plus I have had a very bad stomach pain for the last 2 weeks. I feel much better now. So today we are doing another Hornby model review. Yes! Again, I wanted to do this video so badly, but I've been procrastinating too much. But I'm doing it now, the wait is over, let's get into this video. Yeah! So the title and the thumbnail has basically given it away. You guys know what we're doing already. Today we are reviewing this. This is Hornby's Oliver the Great Western No. 11 tank engine. This is probably my favourite and also probably one of my most expensive models that I ever bought. I bought this second hand off eBay for £255. Ugh! £255, Oliver. I'm ashamed of you. You never spend that much money on something like this. Although in fairness, people are selling this for more than that. They're selling like this in between the £300 to £400. So, you know, for a model this rare, that's going quite a lot on eBay. In my personal opinion, I think, you know, I mean, it is ridiculous that people are selling this for that amount of money, but the fact that I got it for £255, I think I'm pretty happy. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm actually disgusted that people are selling these for that much money. But then again, Hornby don't make these anymore, so you know it's quite rare. And you can tell it's an old model because of the packaging on the box. It's the old branded Thomas and Friends style on the box, and it's in this horrible polystyrene foam stuff. This is the type of material that I really hate. So all we're going to do is we're going to get it out of its box and see what it's like and see how well it runs. And best of all, I actually did take this model apart and I have fitted myself a digital DCC chip. So this is a digital tank engine, well, digital model I should say. Probably one of the most hardest things I ever did, turning this into a digital engine, because you know, normally when you just plug in a chip and it should work, but I had to do a lot of soldering iron and a lot of wiring and a lot of thinking and basically I had to use my brain, which is something I never really use. But anyway, let's get this out of this box, let's see what it's like. Now, because this is an old model, I'm not expecting it to run really well or very smooth, but you know, we'll just have to see what we got. I might buy a better motor in the future, but you know, another problem for another time. Now the first things first, I have to point out that actually the box is actually very badly damaged, because I don't even be able to see on camera. There is a horrible lump underneath the, well, on the box, so every time I put it down flat, the box always wobbles because the lump isn't actually straight. Anyway, on the side, we've got the actual code. It's upside down. It says Oliver. Loco code is R, or should I say model code, I should say, is R9070. Very nice. And I want to point out something very amazing about Oliver. Because as you guys are aware, Oliver is a 14XX tank engine. And you guys are aware that the 14XX is my favourite tank engine in the world. And this is my favourite tank engine, and his name's Oliver. And my name is Oliver. Ooh, what a coincidence, Oliver. But actually, I've got something more to tell you. One of my favourite train movies is a movie called Titchfield Thunderbolt. And in the movie, there's a 14XX. And the number on that tank engine is number 1401. And you guys might think I'm making this up, but I promise you I'm not. The number 1401 is actually the date of my birthday. So the 14XX is my favourite tank engine. The one in the Thomas and Friends is a 14XX and his name's Oliver. My name's Oliver, and in Titchfield Thunderbolt, the 14XX has my date of birth on it. Well, not date of birth, but it's my birthday date thing. You guys get the idea. Anyway, let's get Oliver out of his box, because I know you guys are dying to see what it looks like. Oh, and I just knocked the camera. Well done, Oliver. So I'm going to flip the pad thing open, move this away, and slide. It's very hard to do this when I'm recording. When I'm not recording, it's much more easier, I promise you. So I'm going to slide that out. Oh, there's the manual. Don't need to show you that. Move the box out of the way, and oh, it's gone out of focus. Let's soon fix that. And I want to zoom in a bit so you guys can have a better look. So there it is in its polystyrene. So I'm just going to grab Oliver and slide him out. I really hate this material, I'm sorry. So I'll move that to one side as well. Wow, and here he is, Oliver the Great Western Engine. And that is pretty detailed. I mean, there are one or two damage marks I will point out, because as I said, I bought this second hand, but you know, I'm not gonna like point out all the bad bits straight away. The first thing I want to point out is the amount of detail in this model is insane. So I'll zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see. But like, look at the detail in his face, because in the show Oliver did have quite a wide nose, and I think Hornby did an amazing job of. I mean, look at that face. I mean, that is, you can tell that's Oliver. Like, it's just spot on, and you can tell by the front as well that there's a little bit of damage right there, because obviously you can see where the bit of red has been chipped and been falling apart, which I'm probably going to leave that, because, you know, I'm no good at restoring stuff. But look at that big smile. Oliver is so happy to be here, aren't you, Mr. Oliver? Yes, you are. It's a shame I don't have Toad hit the brake van. I think that's the next thing I should get. I'll show you guys a close-up of the side so you can see his boiler. And the detail in, like, the handrails is amazing as well. I really like that. The only thing I don't like, that the handrail actually digs into his forehead. So, like, that must hurt Oliver. Ooh dear, like, that's a bit of a disappointment. I'd be more happy if the handrail went over his head rather than on his head. But, like, you know, apart from that, I still think it looks good. And I'll give you a good close-up of the GWR logo. You can just about see that. And the number 11 and the cab. And look at the detail, like, in the rivets. You can see, like, they've put some serious detail in this model, and the shade of green they used is absolutely beautiful. And you can just see that in the cab there is the decoder chip I fitted myself, so I've made this into a digital Oliver. Show you guys the back and the detail in the coal. And the back windows, I've got these beautiful, like, grey, like, you know, lines in the window. I don't actually know the proper name for it, but, like, it just looks incredible. Like, like, from the back you can tell that's Oliver, although some people think that he looks a little bit like Duck because of the colour. Show you guys the other side, and the detail in these handrails, as I said, are absolutely beautiful. Oh, it's dropped frames a little bit. Oh, and it's gone out of focus. Don't do that, camera. Oh dear, I don't never like the autofocusing. But there we go. There is Oliver in close up. I mean, in my opinion, I think this is probably one of the most detailed models that Hornby did in the Thomas and Friends range. But, like, you know, oh, it just looks so good. I'm so happy I finally have Oliver in my possession. And as I said, this is probably the most rarest model I have right now, the rarest model. So, so if those of you who want to go ahead and buy Oliver, I wish you luck, because he's not easy to find, and if you do come across an Oliver, it will be ridiculously expensive. So I do wish you guys luck if you ever want to find a Hornby Oliver. Backman have done Oliver, but in my personal opinion, it doesn't look right. The funnel for the Backman Oliver is too thin, the face doesn't look right, and I just don't really like the look of the Backman Oliver, so that's why I bought the Hornby one. So a bit pricey, but in my opinion, it's so worth it, because it just reminds me of the actual television show, or the television series, I should say, of the model series. That's what I meant to say, of Oliver. So I'm just so happy that I've got a model as good as this. It's beautiful, and the fact that, you know, I bought this second hand, I can't really falter anything wrong with the actual model. Although the one thing I can say is, as I said, there's a little bit of damage to the front, and the fact that it actually has traction tyres which keep actually falling off. So I might need to buy some new traction tyres for this model, and it keeps going out of focus, which is a bit annoying. But apart from that, I just think it looks great. So let's pop Oliver on the tracks, and we're going to do a crawl test to see how well it crawls, although I'm not expecting it to be too amazing, because, you know, this is a very old model. But he's digital, so let's see what he's got. So we'll put you on the tracks, Oliver, and let's see how well you do in the crawl test. The crawl test, that's what I meant to say. So let's do that. There we go, Oliver, looking nice on the tracks. He does look very smart, doesn't he, Oliver? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think Oliver is probably one of the best tank engines that ever appeared in the Thomas and Friends series. So let's give a quick crawl test. I don't know if it's going to go forwards or backwards, but let's just see. Give yourself a bit of power. If I give you a little bit and see if it moves. Oh, he's moving ever so slightly though. Wow. Actually, that's actually really good. Do the camera bit so you guys can see. We'll make him go reverse. And the fact that this is an older model, so it doesn't have like, it's not as like as new as like the Hornby James or the Hornby Gordon or Henry or the others, like, because this was like made in 2005. So this isn't a really old model, and the fact that it's running that smooth, wow, that does look nice. Make him go forward. Let's try and zoom in a little bit, although I'm not sure. Actually, no, that looks really good. Let's zoom out a little bit. And zoom in. I'm gonna have fun with this all day. I love filming stuff, especially when it's modelling railway stuff. I love modelling railways. So that is running really smooth. Let's put it in reverse again and give ourselves a little bit more power on Oliver. That, I'm actually really impressed it's running that smooth. Oliver, you are looking good, sir. That is absolutely remarkable. We'll do one more crawl test forward. Gives us a little bit more speed. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, we'll pop him back in the middle again and then stop. There we go, we'll have him right there. That is probably one of the most best crawl tests we've ever done on this channel, I think. I'm speechless of how well that runs. That is fantastic. Really it is. Right, so now I think for a test run around the layout. So what we're going to do is he going to go in reverse? Yes, and let's couple Oliver up to some coal trucks, because I don't want to overwork Oliver, because it is his first day on camera. So we're going to hook him up to 2 coal trucks and an LMS brake van, which I think is actually a bad idea, because I think like LMS and GWR, they're not the best of friends, I think. So I think I'm... Well, I don't have towed the brake van, okay? This is like the only brake van I've got that's close to looking towed. So, you know, I have to, like, you know, improvise. But for those of you who think, oh, Oliver, that's not towed, Oliver's betraying his loyal brake van friend. But, you know, if you guys want to, like, complain, you know, you can leave your hate comments in the comment section down below. No, don't hate on this channel. I was only joking. But, you know, as I said, you know, I don't have towed the brake van, so, you know, I've got to, like, improvise. And on the layout today, we've got Percy, who's doing an important special. He's doing some deliveries with some cream, strawberries, and ice cream. So Percy's going to be busy working at the ice cream factory. And Henry has got a long line of trucks. So Henry is probably doing a massive freight run today, and Oliver is just going to be pulling some delicious coal. Ooh, everyone loves coal trucks. So let's get Oliver moving. Is he going to go forwards? Yes, I think. Let's give himself some power. And away he goes, Oliver. Onto the main line. Now it's Henry's turn to get moving, so pop you in forward. There we go, Henry. Pull that massive heavy train. Henry is strong enough to pull this train. Away he goes. Let's give him a bit of speed, because Henry is a big, strong engine. And here comes Oliver doing his first lap. You can see Henry in the background. Try and show you Henry. Working very nice. And I have to say, it is amazing to have Henry, Oliver, and Percy working on the layout today. So we've got, like, it's like the green steam team, really. I quite like the sound of that. The green steam team. Well, my friends, I've ran Oliver for about 20 to 30 minutes, and at the beginning, I was very worried that Oliver might be a bit delicate to run on the layout, but actually, no, I was completely wrong. It runs fine, it's very smooth, I didn't have any problems. The only thing that did have a problem is that it got stuck on one bit of track, which obviously is because that my track needed cleaning. But apart from that, it runs very smooth. There was no issues with it whatsoever. Which, to be honest, I thought there would be. But there we go. Oliver is, well, me, not the tank engine Oliver, the real Oliver, which is me, is wrong again. I've been proven wrong, which happens quite often. But again, it is a beautiful model. I would highly recommend this, although, one, it's rare, and two, if you ever do come across an Oliver, it will be very expensive. So, as I said, I wish you all good luck if you ever want to find this model. But Henry, Percy, and Oliver all look so smart together. They do look good in green. I like to think the green team, the green Steam team. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Make sure you click that subscribe button. We are so getting closer to our sub goal, which is 100,000 subscribers. So make sure you click that subscribe button. Turn the bell notification on as well, so you stay notified to the channel. And leave a comment down below saying which engine would you like me to review next, because I do enjoy reading your guys' comments. But until then, my friends, have a good day, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye for now. These things, sort of.